Alrighty, guys, another week's in the books for Palantir, and let me tell you, man, it was a great week, and it was a great day for the stock as we went up over 3%, and every index here in the U.S. market, except for the Russell, went up today as well. QQQ went up 0.7%, the Dow went up about 0.4%, S&P 0.5% as the Russell went down 0.75%, but guys, look, we can cut the Russell some slack considering it hit all-time highs. I believe that was yesterday? So we can cut it some slack. And overall, it was one heck of a day and week for the stock market and for Palantir. And we have to cover it. So guys, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join the Patreon for my portfolio updates. I post those weekly, linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive into it. So Palantir closed up over $5 per share on the day. It closed up 3%. And guys, we uptrended all day, hitting a high of $184.42. And we're back in the 180s. We're back in the 180s just like that after, well, we got down recently to $148 a share. You guys probably remember that. It wasn't too long ago, literally 2 weeks ago, not last Friday, but the Friday before that, we hit 148 on the 5th of September. So we are up off that low, 23%. Very big move for PLTR off the lows. And obviously, guys, we're reversing on the 1 hour chart. We have a golden cross. We're above the moving averages. And we're gunning for all-time highs. We're gunning for the all-time highs now, which if I pull up the 4 hour chart, you guys can clearly see that. And what did I say in the last video? Did we not call out the cup and handle that was forming on Palantir? That's starting to play out beautifully now. Here on the 4 hour chart, you guys see the golden cross. So pretty clearly, guys, we're breaking out. The head and shoulders that once was, that completely is out the window now. You can see the old neckline at about $163 a share. We broke out of that. In fact, we pulled down 2-3 days ago, and we held that point as support, right? 163, we held it, bounced off of it, and we've been gaining momentum since. And at this point, guys, the next gap to fill for next week is $190 a share, which is the all-time high, right around there. That's where we're at on PLTR. And guys, well, if we take that out, we're probably going 200. If I had to guess, we're going $200 a share by the end of the year if we're able to get a clean-cut break out of there and momentum builds up even further. But yeah, this is great price action overall for Palantir. And if I pull up, let's say, maybe the 1 year chart, let's pull this up and get the channel tool out. You guys can kind of maybe see where it goes or where it could go potentially here. I mean, this is a rough draw out of the channel we're in. So you guys can kind of see in the last year we've been trading in this channel. And if we take 190 out, which it looks like we're well on our way to doing that, that puts us to $200, $205, maybe $210 if things got extremely hot. That would get us to the top of the channel here. But honestly, guys, I'm eyeing up more, 200, 205. 210's a little crazy, by the end of the year. But you never really know if the market gets hot. But, yeah, I mean, it already is hot. The market's already hot. But if it gets even hotter, and initially the theory was, guys, that we were going to get some selling in the end of August, which we did, which would bleed into September, which it did a little bit. But, man, September's been hot for the overall market. A lot better than historically expected. The month of September, you guys know, is the worst month for the overall market. But this month, it's been hot. I mean, look, the S&P, looking at SPY, hit 638 in the beginning of this month, and now we're at 663. It's up 3.8%, almost 4% this month. So this changes things a little bit. If anything, man, if we run up this entire month of September, maybe this is setting us up for a little drawdown in October. If we look at the 4-hour chart on SPY here, maybe it runs a little more, whatever. But ultimately, if we get a drawdown towards the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart, 645, 650, that is where we find support. We could find support potentially in October to then end off the year on a big note, on a big boom, because ultimately I see the market ripping in the end of the year, but I think we have to see a decent drawdown before that to kind of set ourselves up for it, because it's already ripping now. I mean, it's already at all-time highs, so I think we need a drawdown before the end of the year push. So I think, overall, whether it's next week, the week after, I think we're going to get a similar drawdown to what we got here. If you guys see here, back in the end of July, early August, SPY hit about 641. It was super hot at that point. That was an all-time high. And then it saw a pretty quick drawdown to about 620, 3.5%. This kind of pullback. This one right here, do you guys see right here? This is the type of pullback I'm expecting in the short term here. Maybe even a little bit more. You can see it here on QQQ, and that's gonna set us up for that end of the year push, in my opinion. And the drawdown, look, back in the end of July, early August, the pullback lasted like 2-3 days. The pullback might last longer in October. It could be a week, 2 weeks, whatever it is. But again, I think that's what's going to set us up for that bigger move. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And before we wrap this video up, which, by the way, I appreciate you all for tuning in as always, OKLO, man. I know I covered this pretty much in all my videos today. This is getting ridiculous. 28% move today. $135 is where it closed. We hit $138. The company now, I think, is a $20 billion market cap. This is a pre-revenue company. So, I mean, no top line, so there sure as heck is no bottom line, So this is, I think, heading into bubble territory now. This is nuts. And I'm not in the stock, but I know for sure people are FOMOing in. And let me tell you this, public service announcement. If/when we get a drawdown in the overall stock market, like I said a minute ago, if we get that in October, right, let's say the VIX goes from 15, where it is now, which is super low, if the VIX goes to 20, 25, stocks like OKLO are going to get absolutely mauled, destroyed, devastated, whatever you want to call it. You have to understand this, guys. This stock, I was reading, it's up 55% this week alone. I mean, this thing started off the week at like $75 a share. Now it's at $135. So you have to be extremely careful. Sure, it could go to $150. Sure, it could go to $200. But my goodness, I think there's a lot better chance it's going to go to $90 first. That it's going to go to $80 or something like that. So for me, guys, I'm not short yet. I'm not in puts yet. But, man, I am so freaking close. I was saying it this morning when it was at like 118. I'm going to buy puts potentially. I'm eyeing them up. I didn't do it. And, well, it's because I knew momentum could continue. And here it is. If I bought puts at $118, I would be in trouble. It's at $135 now, so it went up a lot more since the last video we made. But I think if we get even another little gap up on Monday to 140, 145, I think that's going to be the time to buy these puts. You got to keep in mind, though, when you're buying options, calls, puts, timing is of the essence. Timing is critical. So you got to keep that in mind. If you're wrong on the timing, you could get in trouble. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be eyeing up some puts. I'm not against the company long term. I'm not shorting them because I think they're going to zero. I just think it's ridiculous in the short term how overbought it is. And I think if we get any sort of volatility, market sell-off, this stock's going to get squashed like a pancake, and there's going to be a lot of money to be made on the short side. But again, I'm not in it yet, and I'll let you know, of course, when/if I end up taking a position. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the email stock newsletter. It's free. And check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio in real time. Every week, we're posting updates, stocks I'm buying, trades I'm making. That's on Patreon. Link down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video.